Hey guys, it's Lucy and Kelly and welcome to the first video in Lucy's book journey video vlogs. Today I thought
That was a lot of
I was creating that. Today I thought it would be fun to have a little Q&A with the author. So yay! So we're going to find out a bit more about the journey and the book itself. So
okay, I'm going to try not to ramble.
No,
this is why it's in question form. So I can try not to ramble and I know where to go.
So question number one. What is the book about?
Okay, my book is called How to Bake a New Beginning, and it is about three sisters, all who have different jobs, all who are living in different places, and they come from a very close family, and it's exciting. We have one's a chef, one is a music person in LA, one is kind of figuring out where she's going with life, but she loves her fashion and designing. They all kind of come together because of a tragedy in their family, and it takes them to Italy. We have boys, we have relationships, we have family, we have lots and lots of food, and it is just, I think, very much a celebration of love. It's a celebration of family, and yeah, just a celebration of
Italy.
Yes, Italy family. Like, it's heartwarming and cozy. I'd like to think that you all think that. It's very special to me. So yeah, that is what the book is about. I try not to ramble too much.
Next question. When did you start writing?
Okay, I think I started writing about 4 years ago. Like, I've always had notebooks and pens and paper and had these ideas for stories in my head, but I started writing this book 4 years ago. I say this book, but like a book 4 years ago, and it had lots of chopping and changing, characters, figuring out where the story was going to go, what was going to happen, and I feel like it was probably about 2 years ago that this story started kind of, what would you say, like coming together, and like that was it. Like, I knew this is the story I was telling, and the characters were with me, and so maybe 2 years ago, if not a bit more, as far as the like How to Bake a New Beginning.
And of course, we've always been writing because we have a blog, theblossomtwins.com.
I think it was like around the time that we started that, so maybe 5 years ago.
No, it was, yeah.
That seems a long time. But, yeah.
Okay, next question. What inspired you?
Okay, so ultimately, I basically put pen to paper because of my husband. I'm a complete hopeless romantic, you probably all know from social media, but I adore my husband, and he has a book on Amazon too, 50 Ways to Live the Life of Your Dreams, and it's fantastic, and I just love him, I adore him, and so basically with our story and kind of starting out as best friends, that's where the inspiration was to write a romance book. Like, I wanted to kind of write our story. So there's gonna be little things in this book that you might go, like we both share a love for Jack Kerouac, and there's little things in that that's just kind of that special little thing to my Chris, like it's in the book, and yes, so my husband basically. And obviously there's little, like, this book is fiction, it is not based on my life, but there is a like heavily influence. Obviously I come from having Kelly and my sister, so 3 sisters, and that relationship is so very special to me that obviously that influenced writing these 3 sisters. Obviously our love of Italy, but it's very much fiction, and yeah, so Chris and everything around me, I guess, inspires me every day, and like my passions and stuff, so blah, 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 blah.
Okay, and what's your writing schedule like?
When I was in America, it was very much, well, even now I guess, I love writing in the mornings. I am a morning person through and through. So like for the past, I think since I got the contract and it was a case of editing and adding more and just everything, it's been very much a waking up sort of like 5 o'clock every day, getting that hour, 2 hours of writing in before work, and then trying, obviously when I can, if I can get my head around it in the evening, to get it done. But I'm definitely a morning person, so I love waking up weekends or, you know, work days that extra bit early just so I can write, because my brain just functions better in the morning.
Okay, and final question for today. When is your book out?
My book, How to Bake a New Beginning, will be out September 9th.
But it is available to pre-order on Amazon now in Kindle and paperback version, which we will leave the links down below too.
Oh, and I did just want to say, and it's kind of like random and throwing it out there, as far as like inspiration for this book goes, I know for those of you who might know us, and this kind of just felt like incredibly important, I kind of got it across, or like kind of told people, But this book, if you've read it on Amazon, you'll know that there's also like the tragedy that happens in this book is the girls lose their grandpa, and that kind of takes them to Italy, and that is their journey. And I did just kind of want to point out, because for everybody who knows us and who's followed our blog and whatnot, we lost our granddad last year, and it was an incredibly difficult time for us, and I had to actually take a breather from this book because of all the stuff that was in it. So I just kind of want to put out there that that happened in the book way before it happened in real life. So it wasn't like my granddad passed away and I went, oh, I'm going to write a book, because that just, I couldn't have done that. Like, it was just a very, very difficult time in our lives. So the editing process was obviously very difficult because there was a lot of emotions that were now something that I'd experienced, and it was just terrible. But I did just kind of want to put that out there because it ended up being a celebration for me when I started editing, and even writing it way back 2 years ago and thinking, right, this is very emotional, this is what these girls are going to have to go through, and there were times when I was like, I can't write this, like it's something that I never want to experience, you know, because you don't ever want to lose your loved one. And so I had to, sometimes I was writing and I felt like crying, and I thought, no, it's okay, and this is just all the emotions, the roller coasters obviously that our characters go through in books and we go through as people in real life. And then when it came to kind of, after a long while of kind of thinking, right, these sisters came together, they grew like with each other, they had their strength from each other, and they became to celebrate this person's life, it actually helped me a little bit in real life to go, you wrote that for us, maybe somewhat of a reason, that now you have to be that person in real life. You have to draw strength from Amanda, Sabrina and Louisa, and you have to do it yourself. Like, you actually have to be strong and go on, because there was a period when we just did not want to do anything, and it was very, very hard to get out of. So I just kind of felt like it was important for you to know that it wasn't based on granddad passing or real events or anything like that. It was just something that felt, you know, at the time was for the story and for like the emotions and really getting across that family that I had. And, you know, unfortunately that's something that happened in real life last year. So yes, that was just very important for me to let you know. So it's an emotional book, it's a celebratory book, and
we will be celebrating with some recipes as well from the book, which we'll show in videos to come soon. So we hope you like this one. We hope that gave you a little bit more insight into the author. And yeah, we'll see you again soon in our next video. Until then,
always smile. Oh, wait, I ruined our end. Exit. Keep smiling.
And always dream big. There we go. Bye guys.
Bye guys.